What's up, guys? My name is Tommy Bennett, and today I'm going to teach you frontside 360s, but we're going to do the video in a little bit of a different way. So what I did is I filmed a bunch of progressions with a frontside 360 in mind, and I'm going to do a voiceover during this video. So if you're loving the content or digging the content at any point, give it a thumbs up. And if you feel like I missed anything, I would love to hear from you. So leave me a comment down below. What we're going to do right now is get into some riding. I want to show you guys a little bit of Mount Hood, how sick the place is, get some tricks, and then I'm going to break down a nice, simple progression for a frontside 360. Let's get into the snowboarding.
Johnathan Buckhouse?
Let's go, dude.
Tommy Bennett?
What?
Dude, I watched your
Dude, I do not know how I survived that, dude.
That was gnarly.
That was gnarly.
So as you can see, Mount Hood is so magical and majestic, and all of that was filmed in July. Pretty incredible. So before ever doing a frontside 360, I want to make sure that you guys are super comfortable going fast, slowing down, stopping, also being able to do a flat spin like you see here. As we continue this progression, I'm going to be using a lot of flat spins, but the key is not to catch an edge. I don't want you to catch an edge. It's not fun. Trust me, I know. And then in addition to that, how is your switch riding? There is a point in this progression where you have to be able to do a 180 ride switch for a brief second and then continue the rotation. So to make sure your switch is on lock. If you're looking for a switch video, I have a really awesome video that is right up there. So if you need to go watch that, watch that. So the first thing you want to do is find terrain that is super comfortable for you. Make sure it's not too slow or too fast, and make sure it's not crowded. Find something that's within your comfort zone. Next, what you're going to do is start doing some flat ground 360s. As you see here on the video, I am initiating a heel side turn while allowing my shoulders and my hips and my board to be all stacked on top of each other. Notice that I'm not leaning too far back. I'm not falling over. I'm nice and composed. So I do that heel side turn, and then I take my eyes and I look over my lead shoulder, allowing the rotation to continue. But in this specific clip right here, notice that I'm leaning uphill. I'm not catching an edge. You will have to go from your heel side edge, do the rotation, and then transition onto your toe side edge so you don't catch that edge, and then you're going to finish the rotation. And you can do this as slow or as fast as you need. Definitely stick at your comfort zone, but be aware of that downhill edge. If you try to do the heel side turn and then stay on your heels for the whole rotation, you will fall over. It's not awesome. Trust me. I've done it so many times. The next progression we're going to get into is we're going to do a frontside 90-degree rotation where we're going to land on our heel side edge, and then we're going to finish swinging our board around. What this allows us to do is start getting some air. It's going to make us super confident to get some air, but knowing that at any point we can slow down, we can control our rotation. Also, you're going to notice that my lead shoulder is winding up. That lead shoulder is going to be extremely important for us down the road. After I wind up, I'm going to throw that lead shoulder, jump into 90 degrees, and then slow it down as much as I need. And like I said, you're going to have to ride switch for a hot second and then finish it on your toe side edge all the way to 360. Pretty sick. So last time we did do a frontside 90-degree rotation and then swung the rest of it around. Now let's challenge ourselves a little bit more by doing a frontside 180. We're actually completing a frontside 180, slowing it down as much as we need, and then finishing it. Notice as I am riding switch that my lead shoulder is continuing to look in the direction I'm going. I'm also letting my weight be directly centered. I'm not leaning super over my tail or my nose. I'm in the center. That's going to be very important for you guys to be aware of, is having your center of mass in the center of the board so that you're not just like on your tail falling over. So you can practice this segment as much as you need, or any of the steps. Honestly, do the frontside 180, finish it. The whole goal is to be able to do the frontside 180 in control and then finish the rest of the 180 as fast as possible. Now that perfectly segues right into doing a frontside 270. Now, granted, this is a little bit more rotation, so we're going to have to put a little bit more energy into it. So then with that, we're going to take this to a frontside 270. So we're throwing the shoulder a little bit harder. We're popping a little bit more. And then what we're going to do as we're continuing to let that lead shoulder go, but instead of landing at 180, you're going to land at 270. Now, watch here as I land on my toe side edge, and you can see that my body is tilted forward or tilted uphill about, 15, 20 degrees. This is extremely important that you are able to get on this toe side edge for the 270 so you do not catch an edge. And then you simply finish the trick like you've done in the previous steps. Notice how we're going from a 90 degrees to a 180 to a 270, and then we're going to build it up to the 360. That's going to be the next step, but we're not just hucking and chucking. My whole goal for you is to be able to practice these steps as much as you need and then be able to go at your own pace. So I'm going to interrupt real quick. If you guys are looking for easy to consume content or specific trick breakdowns, I want you to check out my Instagram. I have over 250 breakdowns from ollies, 180s, 720s, backflips, carving, and all sorts of other stuff. So go ahead and give me a follow on Instagram and help me get to 40K. We're so close. Also, share it with a friend if you feel like somebody could benefit from these really easy to consume breakdowns. All right, guys, let's get back into the video. So now when you're ready for the 360, the intensity of you throwing your lead shoulder has to go up. You being able to get yourself off the ground has to go up. Now, this may require you to hit a small bump. It may require you to hit a little bit of a roller, but you're going to have to get more airtime while throwing the shoulders a little bit harder. So for this example, because I was not using a bump, I did a little bit of an ollie technique. I shifted my weight back over my tail, retracted my lead knee, and that's going to give me a little bit extra spring. I do ride a camber snowboard, which gives me a lot more pop than, let's say, like a hybrid or a reverse camber board. So I'm utilizing my board. Now, we will see more examples where I use a little bit of a bump to assist me, but for now, this is the example that we have. Notice that I'm essentially keeping the same mechanics that we just learned. I'm taking my lead shoulder, I'm winding up, I'm throwing it in the frontside direction, I'm looking over my shoulder, I'm getting my whole board to rotate, but this time the biggest difference is instead of going to 270, you're getting your board to go for the full 360. Like literally, to go for the full 360, but you have to make sure that your body is rotating as one. And if you feel like you're struggling with your body moving kind of separate, like your upper and lower body is moving at like different paces, the biggest tip that I have for you is simply engage your core. Imagine like somebody's going to punch you in the stomach and you're going to brace for it, right? You're going to tighten your core. So you want to tighten your core, and then that helps the upper and lower body stay together. My goal is by the time you attempt that frontside 360, that you're feeling good, that you're feeling confident, that it's going to be easy to come around. But for now, I'm going to give you a couple more examples of the 360. My light just died on me, so what the heck, what the rip, but we're going to keep going. So now let's talk about the landing of the frontside 360. For this example, you're going to notice that I come up just slightly short at maybe like 270 to 300 degrees, but I swung it around. Notice that I landed on my toe side edge and then I'm essentially pressing my back knee over my toe, causing the board to do a torsional flex. And that what that ends up doing is the edge actually slams into the snow and redirects my momentum down the hill. And if we watch this in fast mode, you're going to see how quick the edge actually sets downhill and redirects my momentum down the hill. This is how I stomp my 360s, like a majority of the time. Like I would say 90% of the time I do a 360, I'm landing on my toe side edge. And this really does help me lock in that edge right away and feel really good. But it does require you to be on that toe side edge. It also requires you to have your chest vertical and your body over that edge. If I have my bum back and my chest down close to the ground, it makes this position really hard to land. So now let's just continue to watch a couple more frontside 360s. And I want you guys to focus on, where are my body positions? Am I leaning super far forward? Am I backseat? Am I centered? Am I leaning way over my toes or way over my heels? So watch out for that. What I like to be able to do is be in the center as much as possible. And then if I need to shift my weight just a little bit, a couple inches forward, couple inches backwards, it's really easy to do that. But if I'm 4 feet in the back seat, how hard is it to get back to a neutral position? That's kind of my thought process when it comes to snowboarding, is can I be relatively in a neutral position, have the ability to move back and forth as needed, but then when I need to make a rapid movement, I'm already ready to make that rapid movement because of the body positions alone. And this does apply for frontside 360s, backside 360s, 720s, ollies, straight airs, all of that fun stuff. Having a solid body position allows you to handle some crazy stuff, just like you're about to see in this clip here. So this was a little bit of a different video. What ended up happening is I was making that video and I was supposed to do all the talking, and I ended up getting my wisdom tooth pulled out. It was kind of a hectic day, but I'm glad that I was able to break this video down for you guys. So if you guys are loving the channel, you're digging the content, definitely share it with a friend and consider joining my membership program. The membership allows you access to the content before anyone else, which is pretty exciting. Also, join me on a live chat. You're going to get a little special little badge that shows you that you're a part of the team. And if you have specific questions about this video or snowboarding in general, I do a live chat on YouTube every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. So make sure you turn your post notifications on. And this has been a fun video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. So on that note, guys, keep killing it, and we're out of here. Woo!